Today I'm going to show you how to sterilize your masks. These are KN95 masks, certified, and what we need for this project is an old box like this, a bulb socket and plug, and a UVC germicidal bulb. This will kill viruses. I'm going to show you how right now. This is a germicidal bulb. It's UVC, so ultraviolet light, but it's in the C category. You've got ultraviolet A, B, C, and this one is 250 some nanometers, and that is the range for killing viruses and mold and bacteria and bed bugs, and it's a sterilizing bulb. It'll get rid of smoke in cars. It'll, that smoky smell, musty rooms, and but what I'm going to do with it today is I'm going to make a sterilizing box out of this old coffee box. So you have to be careful when you buy these bulbs. This one is actually certified by a third party. There's a lot of counterfeits out there, and I like to sterilize things when we're out shopping. I know you shouldn't be out shopping, but you know what? We're going to sterilize some stuff. I'm going to show you how I make this box. So this is an old coffee box, and what I've done, I'll link to all this below, but here's a simple cord from the socket from Amazon, and that just goes on the top. We're going to take the bulb and just screw it in like this. So you can see the bulb. You see the bulb on the inside. And what I'm going to do is, these are KN95 masks. These are certified too. I had to hunt these down, but they're expensive. They're $5 a piece. So Jennifer has a couple, I have a couple, and you can recycle these or decontaminate them very simply. You've got layers in there, and you can't put it into hot water, or, but we can certainly put them in and kill it with the kill the virus with the UVC light if it has virus on it. So I'm going to put these in the bottom. There, everything's in there. I've got some, and I'll flip them over too. I've got some cash that, I know cash, but I'm going to put that in too. And you put a cell phone in, a purse, keys, whatever you want. We go like this. I just close up the side. I just put a little door in it. Just cut it out of this old coffee box. And this particular UVC light produces ozone too. And ozone smells like a thunderstorm, like a fresh rain thunderstorm. And we're going to air everything out. You cannot look at that bulb. And you can't, if you're decontaminating, like a car, for example, getting they'll have ozone generators in cars that will, you can book appointments for this, or you can rent one, put it in, and it'll take all of the old musty, smoky smell out, the stale mildew, if you've got an old car, works on that, or a stinky bedroom, you can run this bulb. I'm going to plug this in, and I've got a little switch here. And I'm going to go for 5 minutes on this. So I'm going to turn it on. Do not look at it and don't expose yourself to it, but you can see right there. So I'm going to set my timer for 5 minutes. Then I'm going to flip everything over. Don't look at it. Don't breathe it. 5 minutes. There, I flipped the masks over, and now I'm going to go for another 5 minutes. This particular UVC light, you're going to notice that when you go to get your hair cut these days, that your stylist should have a little sterilizing box with UVC light. They'll take their combs and their scissors and they'll put them in there, and they'll sterilize them and get rid of any viruses and bacteria and it's the way to go. Hospitals, operating rooms, and regular patient rooms, they've got little robots now, and they'll have, and airplanes. These robots will open up and have a wingspan like this with UVC lights pointing on the seats, sterilizing everything when they have a layover, or they're using them in hospitals and on airplanes and trains, and it'll just go down the aisle, robotic. You just don't want to breathe this in. I can smell the ozone right now, so you want to do this outside too. You don't want to do it inside. And then when I'm done, so I've got a timer set for the other 5 minutes. What I'll do is I will just turn this off. I'll open up this little door, prop it open, and let it sit for several hours. And I won't use these masks for probably a day or two. The important part here is you want to make sure that your bulb is certified by a third party, and this one is certified by a third party. And I've tried wands, a UVC LED wand. They're just junk. They're not proven, they're not certified, they're just coming out of China, and you know, everyone goes, oh, look at the pretty purple light, and they think that it's working, but it's actually not. I'm not messing. That's the ozone. I'm not messing with the COVID thing. And you know what? I'm going to keep on sterilizing in my little box here every few days. The best thing is that it doesn't damage the mask. The UV light is going to kill viruses, guaranteed. And research has been doing a lot on the UVC lights. You're going to see more of it coming around. You don't want to expose your skin to it. UVC is the shortest length. This is, I think, at 256 or something like that nanometers, and anything under 300 is considered UVC light. The sun will generate UVC, but it gets burnt up before as it enters the ozone layer. Out in the sun, UV light is the stuff that burns you. That's the ultraviolet light that burns you. I can really smell that ozone, and I'm outside too. So hopefully you make a little box like this. You could use a Tupperware container too, but I highly recommend this bulb and the cord. I think this was $7.99, and the bulbs, they ran out of stock in the spring, so I've had this since spring, sterilizing. And you don't want to sterilize, you know, disposable masks, you know, like the medical masks, the simple ones you get for a few cents. Don't sterilize those. Those are meant for one use only. But these expensive KN95s, they're certified too. And there's no reason in the world. I mean, they're doing this in hospitals with the N95 shortage. Okay, that's a total of 10 minutes. I'm going to turn that off. I can really smell the ozone. And I'm just going to prop this open like this. Oh yeah, that's strong. And I'll let that sit for several hours, and then I'll put the masks away for another day. Thanks for watching.